Welcome to the Ascoltate blog, where we review patient monitors and the accessories and technology that go with them. We primarily focus on cables and sensors, as well as the patient monitors themselves. Speaking of which, today we're going to be using the Marquette Solar 8000 patient monitor, and we're going to be looking at several reusable SpO2 sensors generously provided to us by cablesandsensors.com. Now, as we look at each one, we're going to talk about what product number they are, how you can find them, what some of their features are, and just how they work with our patient monitor. But before I do that, the question always comes up, what exactly is an SpO2 sensor? Now, let me answer that real quickly. What the SpO2 sensor does is it measures the oxygen saturation as well as the pulse rate of your patient. Now, you can come about those numbers in a couple of ways. And that brings me to another good point. Since I started reviewing patient monitors and reviewing cables and sensors, one thing I have learned is this: no two patients are the same. So if you hear one size fits all, you are hearing wrong, my friend. Wrong. That is the reason we have several different SpO2 sensors available on the market right now. In fact, today we're going to look at the adult clip, we're going to look at the pediatric clip, we're going to look at the adult soft boot, we're going to look at the multi-site sensor. All of these products are for different types of patients, because let's face it, when a patient comes in, they may be a child, they may be an adult, they may be thin, they may be obese, they may have some issues with sores. They may move a lot in bed, they may not move at all. Whatever the case, we have an SpO2 sensor today that we're going to look at that's going to answer that need. So, you know what? Let's just dive right into it. Let's take a look at some of these sensors right now. And let me bring this up too. Before I do that, when you are looking at SpO2 sensors, one of the most immediate choices you have to make is this: do you want the reusable or do you want the disposable? Now, we don't want to pass off a bunch of overhead costs and expenses unnecessarily to the patient. So one of the best things to do is to go with that reusable, because they can be cleaned, they can be reused. And if there is a problem, you don't have to buy the whole thing again. You can simply rebuy the boot, or you can rebuy the clip. So let's take a look right now at some of these sensors and how they work with our Solar 8000 series patient monitor. The first sensor we're looking at today is the reusable SpO2 sensor with adult clip. That's reference S410-210 if you're looking for the product on cablesandsensors.com. Now, probably the first thing you'll notice is that actually on the clip, at the top of the clip, there's a little image, a little icon of a finger and a fingernail. That way you know which side of the clip actually goes up when you're placing your patient's finger into the sensor. Once you open the clip, you'll notice there's a red LED light on top that's going to penetrate through your fingernail, and then a receiver at the bottom that's going to record the actual rate and the actual oxygen saturation. The male end of the sensor has an 11-pin configuration, which goes very easily into your tram rack module. Once the male end of the sensor is inserted into the tram rack and the patient's finger is secure into the adult clip, you'll begin seeing a reading on your monitor. Now, you'll notice that there's a pulse rate as well as an oxygen saturation number. If something should happen and the patient's finger should fall out of the clip, or the clip should fall ajar or something, you will hear an alarm sound. Now, once the patient's finger has been removed, you'll also see a visible alarm. The reusable SpO2 sensor adult clip is relatively easy to use, relatively self-explanatory, and features that 11-pin male end, as do all of the SpO2 sensors that we're going to look at today. Now, each one of the sensors also features the polyvinyl jacket, which is very nice, very heavy duty, and the cords are generally between 7 feet and 9 feet. Again, all the sensors we're looking at today were generously provided by cablesandsensors.com. Once you go to that website, you have the choice between adult clip, pediatric clip, adult soft, and so on. As I mentioned before, I'm a father, so this next item is something that really hits close to home. Now, this is the reusable SpO2 sensor pediatric clip, and this is reference S110-210 if you're in fact looking for it on cablesandsensors.com. Again, that's S110-210. When you open the bag to the pediatric clip, you'll first notice that it's very similar to the adult clip. It's just smaller in size. There's a finger icon on the top of the clip letting you know exactly where to place the patient's finger so that the red LED light can penetrate through the fingernail, be read by the sensor, thereby giving you the pulse rate and the oxygenation number. The next sensor we're going to look at is the reusable SpO2 sensor GE Marquette Nellcor with a 9-foot cable. This is reference number S410S-210 if you're purchasing from cablesandsensors.com. And this is the adult soft. Now this SpO2 sensor is probably my most favorite. Reason why is because it does have that adult soft boot. So what that means is it can be used for several different types of patients. All you're going to do on top, you'll see the standard icon for the finger and fingernail, so you know exactly where the LED light placement needs to go in relation to your patient finger. You're simply going to squeeze the sides. You're going to have the patient insert their finger in. You let go of the sides so that it very loosely, lightly clamps down on their finger, but not tight like the adult clip will, because that's a hinge clip. But once the patient has their finger in, you're going to receive the reading. It'll show up on the monitor of the patient monitor display. And then to remove the patient's finger, you simply squeeze the sides again and just have them pull out. No muss, no fuss, very versatile, very solid, heavy-duty sensor. And again, that's reference S4106-210 Adult Soft. Our final sensor we'll be reviewing today is the reusable SpO2 sensor multi-site sensor. Now that's a GE Marquette Nellcor compatible sensor with a 9-foot cable, and that is reference S810-210. Now, the thing about this sensor is that upon first glance it looks a little difficult to use, but once you really understand what comes in the package, what comes in the box, and you understand what exactly a multi-site sensor does, it's very easy to use. Multi-site sensor means just that. It means that the sensor is able to be used on a multitude of sites. For some patients that may be the finger, for others that may be the thumb, and even some still it may be a toe or something of that nature. Where you use it will depend on which adapter you're going to use. Now, this particular sensor came in, of course, with the male end that attaches to your tram rack, and then the two leads, the black and the white. And it came with the sponge boot, it came with the rubber boot, and it also came with some adhesion strips. Now, these adhesion strips are very similar to Band-Aids in the sense that you just peel them off and put them on a patient's finger or a toe just like you would a Band-Aid. You can see the adhesion strips right there. Now, the important thing to remember about this multi-site sensor is that on the flip side of each of these leads, there's a little round piece. That round piece is used, and in fact, I'll show you on this adhesion strip right here. It's used to place through the hole, just like this. So we're pushing the rubber round part through the hole, just like that. And we're going to take the other, and we're going to do the same thing. Now, when you're using these, you're of course going to want to peel back the adhesion first. So I'm peeling that back, I'm pushing through the hole, then I'm peeling this part back, I'm pushing through the hole, and then I'm simply going to place it on my finger, just like this. Very difficult to do when you're just one person. I'm going to place it through. I'm going to attach the Band-Aid type of adhesive strip there, and I'm going to remove the rest of the adhesion backer. I'm then going to continue to wrap the Band-Aid-like around there, just like so, and that enables the healthcare person, the doctor, the physician, to receive the actual monitoring, and it makes it a more comfortable fit for the patient because there's no hinge clip that's squeezing down or pressing against the finger or the toe or anything like that. Now, the same way that I just did this is the way we would do the rubber boot, except on the rubber boot, you take this tab, you insert it right through the hole right there, and then once you've worked it through a little bit, you would simply pull it and tighten it just like that. And do note the rubber boot for neonatal care. And then, of course, We've got the same idea here with the sponge. You can see the holes. You simply wrap it around. It has a Velcro adhesion right there, so you can make it whatever size you need it to be for your patient. So that's the multi-site sensor. It really is a versatile product, really a nice product, and well worth the investment. So we've looked at 4 different types of sensors today, SpO2 sensors, all 4 quality products, all 4 available through cablesandsensors.com. Again, we want to thank them for providing those for review today. We've been using the Marquette Solar 8000 patient monitor along with the Tramrac 4A unit and just a standard monitor. It's been a great day, been some great reviews. Look forward to meeting with you next time so we can talk about more patient monitoring systems and the accessories that go with them.